Come in. Whoa, that feels good.
It sure does.
Girl is happy.
Yep, I am.
Yeah, any particular reason?
Yes, I'm excited about us going to San Francisco.
Yes, I know, so am I.
Except I hate the thought of you leaving.
Well, don't think about it, but that's the way it's got to be. Let's just think about the future.
Yes, you're right. We should make the most of these days.
Exactly.
We should. We should have a wonderful time each day, because I want to have happy memories of you, see.
Okay, well, what I thought I'd do for some of the rest of the week, maybe take off, drive around town, take some photographs, some places to remember.
Hey, that's a terrific idea. We could take Amanda and Matthew with us so that they could remember, too.
Right, right.
Good. Are you doing anything right now?
No, I was going to develop those pictures at the park the other day. Why, you want to go out? You want to do something?
Well, I was wondering if you could watch Amanda and Matthew.
Sure, where are you going?
To spread the good news.
Cecile. Hello, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, I'm so glad I'm home. I missed you.
Really?
Of course, really. Honey, what happened to your hand?
I broke it and it hurts.
Oh.
I'm just about to fix myself a drink. Would you like one?
Sure, thanks.
What'll it be?
I don't care, Jamie. Whatever you want to have.
Scotch, then.
Great.
How was your trip?
It was fine, fine.
Good. Sandy, Mac's been asking to see you. But then I suppose Cecile already told you that.
I think I'll put the bags in the bag.
Nope, stay here, Cecile.
Look, Jamie, I think before I go and see Mac, we need to talk about something. Cecile told me that you know I'm Mac's son.
Another world.
Home at last. Yep. Hey, you want one of these?
Oh, you better believe it.
So, how you feeling today?
Feeling fine.
Huh? I'm good.
Yeah.
I've been a little worried about you.
Larry, there's no need to.
You're not tired or anything, are you?
Not particularly. Larry, why all the questions?
I just want to know what shape you're in.
What for?
Because I got some plans for you tonight.
Look, I don't want to do anything
Look,
tonight.
buddy, you've been spending too many nights alone in that loft of yours.
Larry, I enjoy the company.
That's not healthy.
I have just been a little tired lately, that's all.
There's more to it than that. You're in a rut. You don't get out.
Out where?
Out, out having a good time.
Yeah, I will.
Well, you don't have to worry about it, because I got it all figured out in my plan.
I don't think I like the sound of your plan,
Well,
Larry.
you just listen to it for a while then, all right?
All right, what are you up to?
I think you need some female companionship.
Look, thanks, but no thanks.
Look, don't say no.
Larry, that is about the last thing in the world that I need right now. Believe me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's face it, I don't exactly have a terrific track record, do I?
Oh, you're talking about Kit.
Talking about Kit and Blaine.
Oh, so things didn't work out with Kit or Blaine, so now you're never going out again.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what it sounded like to me.
Let's just say that I'm taking a break.
Break from what? The human race?
I just need a little time before I get involved again, that's all.
I couldn't agree with you more, Jer.
But
I'm not talking about getting involved with anybody. I'm talking about going out with me and having a good time.
Or what are you getting at?
Well, you know Ed Sadowski, right?
Yeah, I know who he is. I've seen him around the station once or twice. What about him?
Well, he's He's got this little sister.
No, I don't want
No, look, Jerry, come on.
Look, I'm not interested.
Listen
I'm not
to me, will
interested.
ya? Ed has this little sister, Rhonda. I mean, she's really cute.
Larry.
She's perfect for you, Jerry. Now, trust me.
See, I don't trust you.
Yes, you do. Trust me. You just don't realize it yet. Now, what do you say about this? We can all have a good time. You, Rhonda, Clarice, and I can go out bowling tonight. You know what I mean? It's not like a date or anything.
So that's funny. Oh, that's exactly what that sounds like, Larry.
Look, it'll be good for you.
Larry, I don't know.
Come on, buddy. It'll be fun. I already told you you'd pick her up at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I see.
That's all you got to say?
Well, I guess I don't have any choice about tonight, do I?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't, do I?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, twice. Two better than
Now,
yesterday.
you sure you didn't count too fast?
No, I'm quite sure.
Well, you know we can't release you until you're up to 10 seconds.
10 seconds, that's twice as much. Oh, come on, you're teasing me.
You're recuperating very quickly. It's
Of course,
amazing.
it's a quick recovery. I've had nothing else to do here, that's for sure.
Well, let's do it again then.
1,
Good.
2. Oh, hi, Rachel.
Mac, we've got to talk.
Yes, I know Cecile told you that I found out that you were Mac's son. Here's your drink.
Jamie. You have to realize why we didn't tell you.
Cecile, you look awfully tired. Can I get you something? Maybe a glass of cool white wine?
No, Jamie, I'm all right.
Then please
Jamie.
sit down.
Okay.
Jamie,
Yes.
I have to talk to you, all right?
I haven't seen my wife in a few days. Maybe we could talk later.
Look, Jamie, you have to know how badly Mac wanted to tell you about all this.
Apparently not badly enough. Mac wants to see you. He's been asking for you for days.
Yeah, well, a few more moments won't make any difference.
Maybe not to you, but to Mac they might.
Look, Jamie, I've got an idea. Why don't we go over and see Mac together?
Yes,
How about that?
Jamie.
No, I don't think so. Mac wants to see his son.
Look, Jamie.
And thanks for bringing Cecile home. I appreciate it.
Man, we have to talk.
Cecile and I have some catching up to do. Don't we, Cecile?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you mind telling me what that was all about?
I guess I'd better leave.
Yes, it looks like that might be best under the circumstances. Thanks a lot for showing me about the therapy.
Certainly. See you later, Richard.
All right, Rachel, let's have it.
I really don't appreciate Alice showing up at my doorstep and demanding to take Amanda.
I wanted to see my daughter.
You could have called me. I would have brought her over to see you.
Well, does it really make any difference?
Yes, it does to me.
Oh, how's that?
I don't want that woman anywhere near my children.
Let's see, I recall making the same request about Mitch Blake. It was ignored then, so I'm sure you'll understand.
Mac, this has nothing to do with that. She is trying to use my children to endear herself to you.
Oh, Rachel, I really don't want to continue with this kind of conversation if that's all you're going to say.
No, I have a lot more I want to discuss with you.
Such as?
I'm worried about Jamie. I'm worried what Cecile and Sandy are going to do to him.
Cecile and Sandy just want to help Jamie.
I don't believe that, not for a minute. I think they're responsible for everything that's gone wrong with Jamie these last few months.
Rachel, I don't know where you get these elaborate ideas, but you're wrong. Believe me, dear, you are wrong.
Am I?
Yes, Cecile wanted to stay several days in California just to keep searching for Sandy, so that she could bring him back here, so that we could clear up this misunderstanding with Jamie.
Let me guess. She's found him?
That's right. They're on their way back to Bay City.
Terrific.
What's that supposed to mean? I asked her to find Sandy for me.
No, you mean she engineered it so it looked like you asked her to find him.
No, that's not what I mean.
Mac, listen to me. Cecile has known about Sandy being your son all along.
That's not true, Rachel. I'm the one who finally told her.
When?
Just recently.
Then how do you explain the fact that she told me months ago?
In that case, why didn't you tell me about Sandy?
Because I was taken in by her, too. She begged me not to tell anyone. She was so worried that it was going to hurt Jamie.
Well, we all feared that.
The point is, Max, she knew. She knew about Sandy. How could she have found out that piece of information except from Sandy?
Well, you don't know that for certain.
No, I don't know. The point is that she knew about Sandy, and as far as she's concerned, that made Sandy your heir. Heir to all of your money and all of that power, and that's what she wants.
Rachel, I don't intend that at all. It's simply not true.
That doesn't matter, Max. That's the way she sees it.
You really have to give up this vendetta against Cecile. You really must.
Mac, I'm right.
No, you're not. If Jamie believes that Cecile is trying to help him, why can't you believe it?
Because I see through her.
Oh, please spare me all this.
Look, I'm not saying she's not clever. She's very clever. She tries to make it look like she's helping Jamie, and all the time she's destroying him.
Rachel.
Mac, look at the facts. She found out about Sandy, and as soon as she found out about Sandy, all of Jamie's problems started. I mean, the problem with the job.
Well, now, you yourself said that was my fault. I gave him too many jobs.
No, but in the drugs. And then he got off the drugs, and then he went back on to the drugs.
Well, you can't blame that on Cecile.
Yes, I do. I think Cecile and Sandy both drugged him.
Oh, Rachel, really?
Mac, he swore he hadn't taken anything at that party, and I believe him.
He also said he might have forgotten about it.
No, that was after you and everybody else convinced him he had. Mac, face it. Sandy and Cecile have the most to gain by getting Jamie out of the picture.
I don't want to hear any more of this. Rachel, I haven't seen anything in Sandy's behavior or Cecile's to make you feel the way you do about them. Now, I just am not going to listen to these sort of things about them anymore.
All right, Mac, all right. I just know that I'm right. And I hope for Jamie's sake you don't find out about it too late.
What was what all about?
Why were you acting like that with Sandy?
Are you tired?
I'm a little tired. Yeah, it was a long trip.
But not entirely unpleasant, I trust.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Cecile, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
When I told you that I found out that Sandy was Mac's son and asked you if you had known anything about it, you said you hadn't, didn't you?
That's right.
So then you had no idea that Sandy was Mac's son until I told you about it?
That's right, Jamie. I didn't know about it until you told me. And I was just as shocked to hear it as you were.
Really? Oh, that's good.
Jamie, what's wrong?
Oh, Cecile, how did you get Sandy to come back to Bay City with you?
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, what did you tell him? I mean, he had a reason for leaving. He must have had an equally good reason to return. I mean, that's what logic dictates.
I just talked to him.
Uh-huh.
I told him what was happening back here. Believe it or not, he is concerned about you. Jamie, I didn't want things to change here. That's why I wanted Sandy to come back.
But things have changed, Cecile. I'm not Mac's son anymore. Sandy is. Mac changed his will in the hospital. What's in it?
I don't know. Why are you asking me that?
Oh, just wondering.
Jamie, what are you getting at here? I don't understand.
Well, I'll tell you. A lot of unexplainable Strange things have been happening to me over the past few months, and since you didn't know I was on the way out, as it were, you didn't have anything to do with them. Did you?
Honey, I would never hurt you. Ever.
But then there's Sandy, isn't there? And he's known all along that Mac is his father.
Oh, Jamie.
I can't help but wonder, now that Sandy has replaced me in Mac's mind, and very possibly could replace me at Cory Publishing, and has replaced me in Mac's will, what else of mine he's taken, or is trying to take.
Russ tells me that you're leaving us.
Mm-hmm. I think it's time.
Marianne said that the divorce papers came through.
That's right. When I got my divorce papers and then this wonderful job offering came from Seattle, I thought it was time for me to leave.
Well, I guess I understand. I know I shouldn't be saying this, but, I mean, I always thought you and Russ...
Oh, now, Rick. Russ means a great deal to me, and I suppose he always will, but he's very much in love with Tracy, so I guess you could say the time just wasn't right for us, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. I'm going to miss you.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to miss you, too. Tell me, what's this rumor I keep hearing about your residency?
Oh, yes, I've done that. My residency was due on October 1st. I thought I'd better get on the stick.
I would say so.
Yes, I've applied to a couple other places, just in case I don't get in here.
Well, what area do you plan to concentrate in?
Psychiatry.
Under Dr. Wagner?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I hear she's tough, but she has got a terrific reputation, and I really want to work with her.
I can't imagine anyone better for you to work under.
I know that.
Have you interviewed?
Yeah, Johnson Memorial down in Kansas City, but not here yet. In fact, my interview with Dr. Wagner is today.
Oh, and we're nervous, are we?
Yes.
Oh, you shouldn't be. You really shouldn't. I mean, Russ wrote a wonderful recommendation for you. You'll be in.
What are you doing out so late?
I went over to see Mac.
How is he?
I think he's blind. I mean, I went over there to tell him, to warn him about Sandy and Cecile. To tell him that I thought that they were responsible for everything that's gone wrong with Jamie these last few months. Even the drugging, I told him that.
Now, that's a pretty serious accusation.
Yes, I know, but it's true.
Well, I hope you can prove it.
No, I can't prove it, but that doesn't mean it's not happening.
No, but it does mean that you're going to have a hard time convincing people to believe you.
Do you believe me?
Well, look, Cecile has never been one of my favorite people, but I still don't think that...
I'm right.
How does Mac feel about all this?
He thinks it's just a product of my overactive imagination, and I don't know what else to do.
Well, you haven't got any choice. There's nothing else you can do.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
It means you're supposed to stay out of it. Let Mac deal with Jamie and Sandy.
I just thought I'd go over and try one last time.
One last time?
That's right. I haven't told you, have I?
I don't know.
Mitch has decided to take the job in San Francisco.
Ah, then you really are leaving Bay City.
Yeah. It's best, Mom. It's the best thing for both of us. I won't be leaving right away. He's going to be leaving at the end of the week.
Oh, he is.
And then, as soon as the custody hearing's over with, then I'll join him.
What happens if you don't get custody of Amanda?
I will get custody of
What happens
Amanda.
if you don't?
I'm not going to think about that. That's not going to happen, and I don't want to talk about it, okay? Can't you just be happy for me?
I'd like to be.
Mom, we've made the right decision. I know it.
I hope so. All I want is for you to be happy. That's all I've ever wanted.
Sandy. Glad you're home, son.
I'm glad to be home, man.
You know, when Jamie told me you were gone, I thought I'd lost you. I thought I'd never see you again. I thought you were just gonna disappear forever like your mother did a long time ago.
You have to understand, Mac, why I left.
I know why you feel that you had to leave.
It's just that I caused you and your family so much pain in the short time I'd been here, and I just couldn't stand the idea of putting any of you in danger again, you know?
But you're part of the family. And all the happiness you've given me since I came to know you were my son would outweigh anything that could happen.
You're in this hospital because of me, Mac.
Well, that's what part of being a family is. You got to take the bad with the good, you know.
Cecile told me that Jamie knows I'm your son.
That's right. Even before you left, I wanted to tell him. But I wanted you both here. Then you were gone. I suppose it was my strong insistence on getting you back that made Jamie talk to his mother. Rachel's the one that told him about you.
You know, I just wish that I'd told him a long time ago.
I wish we both had.
It's all my fault, Mac. You know, and I'm going to make sure that Jamie understands that that's what happened if it's the last thing I ever do.
Now, Sandy.
No, really. I'm the one that convinced you not to tell him. I'm the one that felt like Jamie couldn't handle it.
Well, maybe he couldn't have handled it. We don't know. And remember, at that time, I totally agreed with you. But look, there's no use dwelling on not telling Jamie. That's all past and done with. Jamie knows, and Jamie will come to accept it.
You really think so?
He has to. And he has to understand that because you're my son, that doesn't make him any less my son.
Looks like a flower shop.
I can't help myself, Ada. It's going to be so good having Mr. Cory home again. Now, if there were only some way of getting Mrs. Cory back here.
Yeah, well, don't hold your breath, Louise. That's not going to happen.
I still think it's possible.
You're wrong.
How can you be so sure, Ada?
Because Rachel is leaving Bay City.
She's leaving, but wait a minute. You don't mean she's moving away?
That's what I mean.
But why?
Well, Mitch Blake has taken a job in San Francisco.
I think she's making a terrible mistake. Bay City is Mrs. Cory's home, and what about Amanda?
Look, Louise, I don't like it, you know. I mean, I'm going to miss her. But I do want what's best for her, and I really think that Mitch Blake will make her happy.
Mr. Cory made her happy.
Yeah, well, that's over now, Louise.
I'll never accept that. Mr. and Mrs. Cory belong together.
Yeah, well, maybe that was true once, but not anymore. And if Mitch and Rachel are going to have a future together, then she has to break all her ties in Bay City.
Do you honestly think Mrs. Cory can do that?
If she wants to make a life with Mitch, she has to.
Hey, well, since you're moving, this might be my last opportunity. Can I go find Clarice and see the rest of the house?
Sure. I think she's back here with Cory.
Excuse me.
So what do you think?
Think about what?
About Ron. What do you think I'm talking about? She's cute, isn't she?
Yeah, what? She's okay.
Okay, that's all you have to tell me after I get you.
Well, what else am I supposed to say?
How about, hey, she's terrific. Hey. Thanks a lot, Larry. I mean, look, she got you to laugh. It's got to be worth something.
Yeah, but there's just one thing that's bothering me.
Yeah, what's that?
Larry, I feel like I'm robbing the cradle.
Oh, come on,
She's so young. It's like taking out my kid's sister.
She's only, well, okay, she's 19, but you're not an old man, you know? I mean, even though you're starting to act like it.
You don't give up, do you?
No, I don't. Not when I think it's for a good cause.
Yeah, well, there's one other thing that's bothering me.
Oh, well, look, if you have another complaint, maybe you should call her mother.
Look, it's not exactly a complaint.
Oh, well, then let me hear it.
It's all that energy of Rhonda's. Doesn't it tire you out?
You really are getting to be an old man, aren't you?
Oh, Jerry, it's just the dearest house. Don't you love it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Where's Clarice?
Oh, Cory woke up. She's reading him a story. Jerry, I had this great idea while Clarice was showing me the house.
What is it?
When we get back to my place, we could go for a bike ride through the park.
Oh, wow. It's, I don't have a bike.
Oh, don't worry about that. You can use my brother Rob's bike.
Yeah, well, it's getting a little late anyway.
Well, it's not too late for me. Do you have to get up early or something?
Well, yeah.
No, I don't think you do, Jerry. Don't you remember? We work the late shift tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Can we, Jerry, please? The park's so pretty at night.
I think Jerry'd like that just fine, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd love that just fine. Yeah.
I had a very disturbing conversation with Rachel. I think maybe we ought to talk about it.
Well, I know I'm not exactly one of Mrs. Cory's favorite people.
Well, be that as it may, she's somehow gotten it into her head that you and Cecile are conspiring to move Jamie out of my life, is the way I think she put it.
I see.
You don't seem surprised or shocked.
No, sir, I'm not.
Would you like to tell me why?
Well, I'll tell you, when Jamie was getting out of the hospital, out of the detox unit, Mrs. Cory came over to the house to see me. Now, at the same time, Cecile was picking up some of her belongings to take back to the penthouse. Well, it happened that Mrs. Cory saw Cecile thanking me for my help during Jamie's crisis. She was kissing me, actually. It was just a thank you, I guess.
And Mrs. Cory misunderstood.
Yes, sir, I think so.
What you never told me about this before, why not?
Well, there didn't seem to be much point. I mean, she was upset and she wanted to point the finger at somebody for everything that had happened to Jamie.
Yes, I understand. Sandy, it's just very hard for Rachel not to think that her children are perfect. If she only knew how much pressure that puts on them.
It's kind of hard to blame someone who cares so much.
Yes, but this whole idea she's got, I mean, it's just absurd.
Well, not if you look at it from her point of view. See, I mean, if I thought that Jamie had been drugged, and if I didn't know any better, I guess I'd suspect me, too.
Oh, don't, Sandy. Please don't. You must know neither Rachel nor I could seriously suspect of you of doing anything like that.
Well, I know that that's true as far as you're concerned. And, I don't know, I guess Mrs. Cory would feel different if the circumstances were different.
She would. I assure you she would, Sandy.
You know, it's Jamie I'm concerned about, though.
Concerned about how?
Well, you know that I would never do anything to hurt him. And I'm not sure that he knows that.
And Rick, what made you decide to pursue psychiatry rather than, say, cardiology, which is Dr. Matthews' specialty?
I've come to realize recently that simply fixing up the body in many cases is not enough for a lot of people. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just trying to figure you out.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what they say, that all psychiatrists become psychiatrists because they want to try and work out some problems of their own.
And you're asking me if that's my situation?
Is it?
I did have some problems in medical school with my father. Well, it was more of his expectations of me. But I think I've worked all that out. I'm not saying everything's terrific, but at least I can accept myself for myself and not have to measure what I do by what he expects of me.
Well, that's a move in the right direction. Rick, do I have all of your transcripts? I mean, have they sent all of your transcripts?
Yes, and I've had the letters of recommendation forwarded to you.
Good. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I really want to be a psychiatrist, and I want to work with you. And yes, there is something else I need to tell you.
Mitch, you in there?
Yeah, come on in.
Is it safe?
Sure.
Oh, those Those are fabulous. Oh, look at this picture of Amanda.
Caught the two of them off guard here.
Oh, it's perfect. It's the real essence of them.
Is it there? You like them?
Oh, I love them. Oh, it's just darling.
So where'd you go?
Were the children good while I was gone?
They're always good. You didn't answer my question.
I went to see Mac.
Yeah, how was he?
He's fine. I went to talk to him about Jamie.
What about?
To warn him about Cecile and Sandy.
I thought you were going to stay out of that.
Well, I thought I could at least try. It doesn't matter. He didn't believe me anyway.
Well, you spent enough time trying to convince him you were over there while I was trying to worry about
No, wait. I went over to see Mom, too, to tell her our good news.
Yeah? What'd you say?
She was very happy about it. She really was. It was nice to have some positive response to what we're going to be doing.
And what about you? Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. Except for one thing.
What's that?
I'm going to miss you.
Well, don't think about that.
Well, what am I supposed to think about?
What you think about is getting together again.
Oh.
That's what you're supposed to think.
Okay.
Sandy, you're here already.
You were expecting me, Louise?
Yes, Mr. Cory just called me from the hospital to tell me you were back.
Oh, I see. Listen, is Amanda still up by any chance?
Amanda's been staying with her mother while Mr. Cory's been in the hospital.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll stop by and see her tomorrow.
She'd like that. Could I get you anything to eat?
No, I don't think so, Louise.
Sandy?
Yes?
I must tell you, it was quite a revelation to us, learning you're Mr. Cory's son.
Yes, there must have been some surprise.
Yes, we were surprised.
We?
Brooks and I, my husband, he'll be joining us. He's flying in late tonight. You'll meet him in the morning. I just wanted to say, Brooks and I are both very pleased for both you and Mr. Cory.
Well, thank you, Louise.
But you do realize, Sandy, this is a difficult time for everyone, what with Mr. and Mrs. Cory separated, Mr. Cory in the hospital, the entire family disrupted.
Louise, I know what you're saying.
Will you be staying here indefinitely? I hope so.
Well, yes. Yes, I guess I will be.
Good. Then, if you don't mind, I'll make up the blue room for you. With this turn of events, I'd like to keep Jamie's room available for him. I hope you understand.
Of course, yes.
Oh, Mr. Cory said he'd be coming home in the morning.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to picking him up.
Yes, of course. I'll let Brooks know he'll be driving you.
Oh, that's all right, Louise, really.
Brooks
I can...
always drives, Mr. Cory. You're sure I can't get you anything?
No, I'm fine, Louise. Thank you.
Welcome home, Sandy.
Jerry, I had a great time tonight.
I'm glad.
Did you?
Yeah, it was different,
I like to do all sorts of things.
obviously.
Well, I guess I better be going inside.
Okay. Listen, Rhonda, I'll give you a call.
Sure. When?
Soon.
How soon?
Oh, well, I don't know, in the next couple of days.
In the next couple of days?
What's the matter?
Nothing. I was just hoping maybe you'd call tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
You could? Well, that'd be great. Then I'll talk to you tomorrow. In the afternoon?
Jamie,
Yes, Cecile.
are you going to work all night?
No, not all night.
Good. Because I just got home. And I have been away from you for too many nights.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I have, and I have missed you.
Really?
Yes, really. How can you even ask that? Why, didn't you miss me? Come here. Come on. Sit down. Oh, my poor baby. He's so tense. But I'm going to make you feel better. Oh, that feels better, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, Jamie. Jamie?
Yes.
Before, when I first got home, you asked me about some things.
Which things?
You know, about when I found out that Sandy was Mac's son. And, I told you that I didn't know until you told me.
Yes, I remember that's what you said.
Why did you ask me that?
Just curious.
I just don't know what to do.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.